God says, my people, think about this, my people, those who love me, those who believe in me, those who pray to me, my people destroyed for one reason. What is it? Lack of knowledge, lack of understanding. It's not the truth that sets us free. I used to say that all the time. It's the truth we know, and that word know in Hebrew means it's the truth. When we own it, then that truth that we own will set us free. Now, let me take you through the 7 places Jesus shed his blood, but launch in where we are right now. We are in a 30-day grace period. We're literally in the last week of a 30-day grace period in which God talks about in the Book of Malachi. Israel has just come out of Babylonian captivity. Let's say Babylon is addiction. Let's say Babylon is financial problem. Let's say Babylon is COVID. Let's say Babylon is marital problems. Let's say Babylon is the devil attacking your children or your grandchildren. They're coming out of this. They're in Jerusalem with all the sages, all the prophets, and they begin to pray and say, God, how do we keep from Babylon? How do we keep the enemy from defeating us again? They're praying. And God says, return unto me and I'll return unto you. They say, how do we return? Now listen, this is the last week. This is the last week. God says, return to me, I'll return to you. They said, how do we return? And God says, in your tithes and in your offering. Now, you've got to understand this. It's so powerful. That word offering is not just something we give on top of our tithe. These are Jewish people that understand things that a lot of Christians are just waking up to. When God says a tithe and offering, we know what a tithe is, but the offering is 3 times a year we come before the Lord and we don't come empty-handed. Those 3 times, which Jesus is talking about, 30, 60, 100-fold, those 3 times are Passover, Pentecost, Feast of Tabernacles. And he says, when you do this, I will open up the windows of heaven and pour you out such a blessing.